there anything that you would want to say to a buyer who is looking to purchase a vacation rental, anything that they might use as a criteria for selecting a property? So like when they're looking at a vacation rental condo or a home, we've already established that they're buying it to add it to their lifestyle, not because they're going to be making a bunch of money every month. So there's going to be that factor of they're buying what they love, what they want to add to their lifestyle. But from a rental standpoint, I'm sure there's going to be some key things that they should also look for. What would you suggest that really can contribute to making a great rental for them?
Well, when you're looking at what you want to purchase, you're looking at demand. And believe it or not, one bedrooms are in a lower supply than demand because about 48% of your guests are going to be one or two people coming over. So they're typically going to be on the search engine asking for a one bedroom. Because they'll think, oh, I'm not going to ask for a two bedroom because we'd have a bedroom alone. Although they might be living in a 3 or 4 bedroom home with two people. So trying to find the differential between supply and demand is the most important. And in our market, the one bedrooms and the homes that sleep over 10 are the ones that have the most demand per supply. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't buy a 2 or a 3 bedroom because a lot of people have their family and a 2 or 3 bedroom fits better for their purchase. So then you start looking at things like what will make my property stand out from all the other properties. And we have a condominium complex that I know you're familiar with called Pilimai here. And they were built over a 4 or 5 year period. And what happened was they all started to look alike inside because they were about the same age and they were using the same decorators, and we're on Kauai, and so we have some limitations. So the owners that would sent over their furniture or purchase things that were different colors than everybody else, it makes them a more demanded commodity, because when you're looking at 100 properties and trying to consider where you want to stay, all of the properties blend and you don't necessarily go back to that one that you want them to go back to. So if you're in a home, having a games room or having a pool, or a lot of times children pick out the properties. So you want to have something that will push the envelope for a child. The child wants to stay in the place that has the slide in the backyard. I mean, you don't know what they're going to choose, but if it has a ping pong table, I mean, that we've had owners that have done foosball tables. We've put up croquet sets and had croquet available, because the families do a lot different things when they're on vacation. They think about all the things at home and they get too busy. So this is their opportunity to do what they feel is what they always have wanted to do. So you want to have your property to be unique. You want to have a property that would have children in it. You want to have something that would touch them, to ask them, oh, pick that one, Mom. You also want to keep your property in very good shape and modern, comfortable furniture. On Kauai, we got into a lot of wicker furniture with floral prints, and that was appealing to the boomers, but it isn't appealing to the millennials and the Gen X's. And so I'm encouraging owners to do cushy sectionals. Having sleeper sofas increases your income. And people say, oh, I don't want that many people in my property. Well, you don't always have somebody in the sleeper sofa. In the majority of the time, they're not there because you have less people than your place sleeps. But having that sleeper sofa is what will get those, extra 10 reservations a year. Putting in twin beds in a second bedroom, so that if you have boys, or you have a boy and a girl, or you have a couple, that a brother and a sister adults that have gone with their parents, you can always put twin beds bridged together for a king. I Whenever you can avoid queen size beds here, I say don't do queens. Canadians are okay with queens. Americans like kings. So that's another thing. You've got to have the king bed, because you might lose 10 reservations during a year because you have a queen bed in that room. So there's a lot of different things that we can suggest to the owner, as far as what they put in their kitchen, because people come to cook. You want to have a lot of cool things in your kitchen, so that they'll remark, like, everything I needed. I even baked a turkey. My granddaughter and I baked cupcakes. I mean, do you have pans? Because the little things make a difference, and they pay for themselves. A lot of the owners are putting air conditioning in their condos and homes now. Big difference. You'll make up that money in less than 2 years for putting in split systems. Um, so there's a variety of suggestions I can make, and I do sit down with them, and I have even talked to owners before they purchase, and they'll say, "What about this one versus this one?" And we talk about all the pros and cons.